Hodge, coming to you live from North Dallas, Texas. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's hangout. It's definitely a pleasure to be here for your entertainment for the next hour or so. Myself and Miss Oki from Colorado. Uh, I would like to say thank you to our three founders of Dream Again Team. These three gentlemen are absolutely phenomenal, and they have taken this team in a very positive direction. We have nowhere else to go but north. Nowhere else to go but north. So thank you, Mr. Hinton. Thank you, Mr. Rollin, and thank you, Mr. Consolo. I definitely appreciate the opportunity to be on this platform to do a little training for our team members, especially the new guys that come in, because it's very important that we hit the new guys and make sure that they are properly trained so that they can do the things that they need to do to get started. So I would be remiss if I did not say congratulations to Mr. Donnie Trump, who just hit regional on today. That's a wonderful thing. And also we brought a new team member in just about an hour ago, Mr. Arnest Rowe, who is out of Jacksonville, Florida. So congratulations and welcome to those two team members. For tonight's training, we're going to be training on the PS3 system and also the back office. And then we'll end with Miss Oki giving us some inspirational comments, and we'll wrap things up from there. So first and foremost, I would like to go over the 4 steps of success. And within that 4 steps, we have the PS3 system. Okay, so in step number 1, the first thing, you have to be a product of the product. Okay, a product of the product. Meaning, when you enroll, you want to log into your back office immediately. You want to make sure that you set up your Preco. You want to watch the new members video, and you also want to get CTC trained. You want that certification so that we can broadcast that certification on your Facebook page. Okay. The next thing, you want to make sure that you visit your site daily. You visit your site daily. Okay, that's very important for us to do that. You also want to share your site with friends. By sharing your site with friends, family and friends, that gives them the opportunity to take your link and book trips and vacations from your link directly. Okay? The next thing you want to do is book some travel and take a trip yourself. Be a product of the product. Okay? Going on down to number 2, you want to create a contact list. That contact list will eventually end up to be 100 contacts. However, we're going to break that down into increments. Get anywhere between 15 to 20 contacts that you want to contact right away. And the first thing you want to think about, if I was opening a Fortune 500 company, who would I want to be my partners in that, and who would I want to form that relationship with to partner with me in that Fortune 500 company? And you want to take massive action quickly. The quicker you do, the quicker you'll see results. Okay? And each time you contact a person on that list, you want to add to it. So that list will eventually, it's a working copy, and it will eventually hit that 100 contact list that we recommend you have. The next thing you want to do, you want to launch your business within 24 to 48 hours after you join. Launching is very, very important, and those first 10 people that you get into your business or that you contact, get them on a launch call, get them in front of a video, get them on a Google Hangout. That's very important because they will take action if they see people and hear testimonies and things of that nature. The belief system will go up automatically, and they'll join. Okay? After you get them in front of the information, either the launch call or a Google Hangout, you want to make sure that you follow up at least an hour after they've viewed the information. Then next, we're going to move into the PS3 system, which is part of number 2, step 2. Okay, PS3, peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. By peaking interest, that could be done a number of ways. You can ask a potential prospect, hey, if you knew what you know now today about Expedia, would you had invested in it? In most cases, they would say yes. And then you say, well, I got something better. And then that's piquing their interest. And then you want to get them in front of the information. By showing them the plan, that is the briefing, the presentation about the business, about what we do as agents. Very, very important. Very important. Make sure you show the plan. After you've shown the plan, you verify that they've watched the video or they was on the call, and then from there, you want to set up an appointment to do a three-way call with the leader. Once you have that leader confirmed for a three-way call, you're going to call that person back. You're going to edify that leader, and then get them on a three-way call. From there, put your phone on mute and let the leader do his job, his or her job. And that's it. Peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. It's just as simple as that. That is a proven system that works, and if you do not take advantage of it, I guarantee you're doing something wrong. You're probably talking too much about the business, and people, as you talk about the business, people automatically go ahead and form a pre-decision on what they want to do without even really seeing the official presentation of some type. So therefore, you want to follow the system. I cannot stress that enough. Without the system, I truly believe you might get a few in, but you won't reach the level of success that you really want to. So that's very, very important. Next, we're going to move on to step number 3. And that's host a travel party. Okay? You want to host 4 travel parties. Hosting 4 travel parties a month will get you about part-time income. Hosting 4 travel parties a week will get you full-time income. That's where we want to be, right? Hosting 4 travel parties a day will get you ridiculous income. 4 travel parties a day? Look, anytime you have a travel party, don't feel like you have to pack the house. Because if you get 3 or 4, that's great. 3 or 4 are getting in front of that information at the same time, and they're being seen and hearing testimonies from some of our leaders and some of our executives, some of our regionals. So that's very important. It's very, very important. Don't feel like you have to have a packed house. And the other thing you don't want to do is have a full-blown spread of food for them to consume, because then their mind is not on business, their mind is on eating. So you don't want to blow it for yourself. You just want to have a little finger snacks and some water or juice or whatever, and that's it. Nothing more. You don't want to feed them a full meal. You're not trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner or anything like that, okay? So we're going to move right on over to step number 4. Step number 4 is make an 18-month commitment. Guys, that is so important. One, because timing is everything, and once you join, you've already got your position of equity. If you stop paying your monthly overhead, or you just stop doing the business altogether, you're missing out on an opportunity to create an extra stream of income. And ultimately, that's what everybody's here to do. We're all very passionate about helping other people, but we are trying to create an additional stream of income for ourselves and our family to really reach that financial freedom that we all want. So those are the 4 steps to success that I really wanted to go over. At this time, before I go into the back office training, do I have any questions? If so, go ahead and unmute your mic. Going once, going twice, 3 times gone. Okay, we're going to go ahead right into the back office training. And this is basic stuff that we're going to go over, but not everybody logs into their back office and know all the ins and outs, so I just want to really cover that, okay? So bear with me while I do a screen share real quick. Okay, at this time you should see my screen, and I'm going to just log into my back office. And I'm not going to go over everything. Can I get somebody to come on just to say whether or not you can or cannot hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine, Ms. Tabitha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, okay, I appreciate it. Okay, so this is our back office. This is the home page. You'll always see the latest updates and announcements right here. If you hover over to the calendar, you'll always, if you just hover your mouse over a date, you'll always see something that's going on. Like tonight, for instance, we have a Diamond Launch Call. If you go down and you click on Diamond Launch Call, it's going to give you all the information about that particular event for that day. Okay, even the dial-in number, the time, the whole 9 yards. If you scroll down on the page, you'll see conference calls. These numbers here are to corporate, and any corporate calls that we have, these are the numbers that you would normally dial, and it's also included in the email that you'll receive. You will also dial this number here as the 24-hour playback from the latest corporate call that we have. The opportunity calls. This is like if you're out trying to prospect and you only have a few minutes, you can let them listen to a 3-minute sizzle call. Right here is where you'll find the CEO message call and the business showcase call. That's another 20-minute presentation call that you can do a 3-way dial into in case you cannot get them in front of a video, or they cannot make a diamond launch call or a Google Hangout. Okay. Next, I'm going to go over to the My Business tab. In My Business, let me click through now. We have Katie, who's our virtual assistant. Katie is awesome. She can walk you through the back office and let you explore a little bit and assist you as you go. This information is all your personal information, and then these are the numbers about your business. Down below, it tells you your current holding or your rank status, and then what do you need to do to get to the next rank. Over to the right, we have our e-wallet account. This is where you want to set up your e-wallet so that when you receive your direct sales or your weekly pay or residual commissions, you want to make sure that your e-wallet is set up. Also, the access to Payoneer site, you would access it here at this link to set up for Payoneer, and also your direct deposit. Okay, let's see. When you, let's say for instance, you had a direct sale, you received a check, and you want the money that you've earned, you have to go into your e-wallet, and I'll do that. Go here to continue e-wallet, and you have, this is the money that's currently in that particular, in the e-wallet. You go right here and request payment. Payment to your direct deposit that you already have set up is not automatic. So I want you to know that you always have to request your funds. Okay, going back to our back office, if you click on My Profile, this is where you can update any of your personal information. However, on the right side, you have where you will update your billing information, i.e. your credit card or debit card information. In order for this to update, you definitely have to call corporate. You cannot change it here. You can change it here, but it won't update. So you have to call corporate in order for that to happen. We're going to now go over to our business site. This is our business site that we have, and this is the information that you would fill out and also upload your profile picture in order for your information to show on your personal website. That's how you personalize it. Right now, my username for my website is T Hodge. If I wanted to change that, this is the location where I would go to put in the information to change it. Okay? Now we're moving over to reports. Reports, you can get several types of reports in order to show how the growth of your business. I'm just going to click on a few of these, and again, not going into a lot of detail, but just hitting highlights just to show you where certain things are. This is a report of your downline, and here you can actually see all the people that you have in your downline that you personally sponsored or somebody that you sponsored, they sponsored. Okay? You can also see who actually have their Preco set up and who do not. On this particular little icon, like a little index card, this is their personal information where you can get their email or telephone number or something like that. Okay, here's the rank status and where they're from, in case you're trying to connect somebody in that particular with somebody else in that particular state. Downline statistic is different reports that you can run if you just want to see how many people that you currently have in your 3x7 matrix and how it's formulating on each line. This is where you would go. These are all active clients, and these are the total clients, but you have a few inactives because you can see the difference between the numbers here. Okay. Let's see. The next thing, the downline visualization matrix. I think this is pretty cool. It kind of shows you as it populates. It kind of shows you the downline and all your members on your team. However, you do have to click on the little plus sign as people start falling and formulating under your team. These three people right here, this directly extended from me, are on my top three lines. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close that window out. Then I'm going to go into the downline visualization enroller. So these are the people that I have personally sponsored, and then anybody that branches off from another name, they have personally sponsored. As you can see here, we do have a few plus signs, so those individuals personally sponsored somebody as well. Okay? Again, this is just going very quickly. The 3x7 matrix calculator, it will automatically calculate for you how the positioning of your 3x7 matrix is. And this is your 3x7 residual that will pay out the following month. Okay, these are people that have already paid their $59.95 for the previous month, and this is what they pay out by the next month. Okay. I think that's really it with I'm sorry. One of the main things that I really want to cover when we talk about weekly commission, as you know, the pay period week starts on Monday. Can somebody mute their mic? Make sure you mute your mic if you're out there. The pay period starts on Monday and it ends Sunday night at midnight. Normally, Paycation is very, very good as far as posting on Monday what our check will be on Friday. I only personally sponsored one person last week, and this was from direct sales, $160 for one person. Some people look at that check and they stop there, and then they wonder, gosh, where did the extra money come from? Well, if you just scroll down and you see where it says anywhere there's a dollar amount, you want to click on that little down arrow, and it will tell you who you got paid for and how much. Like for Quentin Parson, I brought him in, I sponsored him, I believe it was Saturday. And look at the coded bonus that was here, $20 for him, and then Desiree Jackson, I didn't sponsor, but I got $50 for her. Then I also received a $30 matching coded bonus. Again, no work of myself, but of my team members. So that's why it's important for us to help our team members. Here's another $20 from all four of these. And this is once you hit regional, you will receive an additional $5 for each team member that joins your downline. When you hit national, there's an additional $5 for each person that joins your downline for that week that will show. So that's how the 160 accumulated, when in all actuality, Tabitha, myself, only sponsored one person that I really would have only made $70 from. But when you have all the matching bonuses and all the other different 20 ways we get paid, it starts to accumulate. Okay? So I wanted to show you that. And then also your monthly commissions are located here as well. Nothing special about those. My monthly commission right here was that, and then you can also do the same thing as far as how much each level paid out. These are always a month behind, so if you had a person to join last month, in the month of January, you won't receive any type of residual from them until after they've paid their first overhead monthly payment of $59.95, and then the following month is when you'll actually receive the residual check from that. Okay. Next, I want to go into Preco. Preco gives you the ability to text, talk, or send a video to anybody in your downline, and you would do that right by clicking right there, and that's everybody in my downline. I can send a Preco message or email from right here. Okay. I'm going to speed that up by going into Preco. If I did, let me go out. No, it won't. Next, I want to go into the marketing tools. These are marketing tools that we can use. Here's a PowerPoint presentation of our business, and then the 4 steps to success that I went over. Here's a PowerPoint presentation of that as well. Okay. Down below are videos to include 1 through 4 videos of our compensation plan. Okay. Highly encourage everybody to revisit those compensation plans, because it is a complex compensation plan, but a very good one. You can never watch those videos enough. This is a new members orientation. It lasts approximately 59 minutes and 10 seconds. You must watch this video. It will definitely help you. It's definitely worth your time. Okay. Going over to our alerts tab. Once you start formulating people in your downline, you can set alerts. You can set your alerts to send you an email automatically once a member has joined your downline. Anywhere within your downline, it will automatically send you an email. Also, here is where we would go and take our CTA training. You would go here, and it's all audio, open book. You'll come here where it says CTA training manual. You'll download that manual, listen to the audio, take the test, and down here, print your certificate. Once you do that, you'll have access to the vendors list. The vendors list is huge. A lot of people just click on this list right here and think that that's, click on that tab right there and they think that that's it. No, it's not. The vendor list is a lot more. Once you become CTA certified, you want to make sure that you go and submit a trouble ticket to get access to VAX. In the last column, it will show you exactly what to put on that trouble ticket in order to submit your trouble ticket for access for VAX. Okay. I also want to go back up. On the top here, you have attractions. All these are vendors for us. Golden tickets. Golden tickets are all of your sports, your concerts, your plays. This is a great place to go, and please remember, everything is commissionable here. Everything is commissionable. The art marketplace, something that I discovered, I didn't know that we can actually get passports for people. You make a commission by getting a passport for somebody. Isn't that cool? To include visas. We have condos, condo vendors. Very, very good. Very good. And on each one, it shows you how to register for them. Either you go through VAX, or you submit a travel ticket, or you can register directly with them. Another specialty that I highly recommend everybody, I'm sorry, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go tour company. Highly recommend everybody go and get registered with FunJet. FunJet is my favorite because they will do, you give them all the details about the trip, they will book it for you and do the research for you, and it does not interfere with your 75% commission. Love it. Just absolutely love it. Okay, the next thing I want to hit on is news tab. The news is the latest news here within our company, to include the message center. These are all the messages that came in, the emails that come in through our Preco. So if you ever want to go back there and recall something, you'll find it there. These are pre-recorded archive calls and training. These are training calls that Lori Spears does on every Wednesday night. I highly recommend you go back and listen to those because it's very, very helpful for you in growing your business. These are upcoming locations where business presentations will be held at. So this is how you can find out where they are. If you sponsor somebody that's in Greensboro, North Carolina, you can give them the details so that they can probably invite other prospects to the event. It's always free. It's always free. However, there may be a small fee for the member. Here's our recognition page. These are all the people that are international executives and above, our diamond team as well. Again, I'm going through this kind of fast, guys, but I just want to kind of just familiarize everybody with it. Top Dog Award, we have 2 Top Dog Award winners. That's Mr. Gregory Hinton and Mr. Philip Rollins, both number 1 and 2 builders for the month of October. Wonderful, wonderful, outstanding job. They outdid 13,000 other agents for the month of October. That says a lot about them and their leadership and their ability to build a team. This is the current standing as it is right now. Support tab. You go to the support tab. Here's all your travel documents that you can print for yourself, to include submit your travel ticket whenever you want to enroll for a convention, get access to your vendors, anything that's here. I submit a lot of tickets because I have a lot of questions, or I might call customer service directly. They answer within 24, 48 hours. Perfect. If you ever want to call the customer service number, here it is right here. You always get connected with somebody during these business hours. Okay? Utilize that. Utilize it. Frequently asked questions. We always have questions. Check it out. Go here. Utilize the resources that we have in front of us. This is what our $59.95 every month covers. Another thing that's important, since we're talking about overhead, if you make $59.95 commission for that month, the company will automatically hold that $59.95 for your overhead fee, so they will not have to tap into your pocket to recoup that money from you. How powerful is that? A lot of companies don't offer that. So at this time, guys, that's all that I do have about the back office, and I hope it was very helpful for you. I would like to stop screen sharing at this time. And I'm back with you. And I hope that that was very useful and helpful for you guys. And if I forgot something, just skimmed over it, just send me an email, text, or something, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. I'm not the pro, I'm just the type of person, when I get into something, I click everything that's clickable, and I highly recommend that you do, and you suggest the same for the people that you bring in as well. Okay. Without further ado, I am going to pass the helm over to my outstanding female business partner, Miss Oki from Colorado Springs, Colorado. She has a word for you until tonight, and it is just going to light a fire under you. She is a phenomenal leader, and she is really doing great and wonderful things for her business, her family, and her team, to include Dream Again as a whole. Miss Oki, go ahead and take it over.
Thank you, Miss Tabitha. You did an absolutely fabulous job tonight. You actually taught me a few things that I'm gonna go in there and check out. So I think you did an amazing job, and I just have to commend you on your leadership. Just being a national executive over here at Vacation, we are honored to have you and all your wisdom on the team. I love the idea that you always have a shortcut to make our job even better. So hats off to you. And I just wanted to take a quick second tonight and just kind of just help out some, a little, just encourage a few people. You jump in this business and you feel like, okay, let's do this. And when it don't go quite like you expect it to be, you kind of just want to go and, hide out in a group or just be a sideline cheerleader. Well, what I want to do tonight is just talk a little bit about the ambitious sower. You have to love this story. It's a biblical story, but you have to love how you can bring it and just it brings life to you and your business, and just constantly keep you encouraged on just being a networker and just knowing how things work in this business. I recently joined this myself, and I think if I had found this story a little bit earlier, that it might have gave me a little bit more encouragement. But luckily, I had some amazing leadership behind me, and we just they kind of kept me going. But I just want to start about your seed. Your seed is, we have an excellent seed here at Vacation. Vacation can stand alone. It does not need anything to go along with it or anything to push it along. It can stand absolutely by itself. And that is our excellent seed over here. So this is what we're constantly sharing. This is what we're constantly seeding. And I know that you know that if you sow, then you'll reap a harvest. It's no way that you can constantly keep doing the right thing and not get a good harvest from that. So I just wanted to start off with, the first seed, the first part of the seed falling on the wayside. The wayside is just basically, hey, some of the birds gonna get it. Meaning, okay, Sarah was going to come to the travel party. Yes, I'm coming. We're doing an awesome job. Yeah, I'm coming. I promise I'm coming. Well, Sarah never shows up to the travel party, and you're sitting there by yourself, and you're just wondering why. She said she was coming. She promised that she was coming. But you have to kind of give that up to the birds. Birds meaning the people on the sidelines saying, hey, Sarah, I know you're not going over there to hear about any MLM thing. I know you're not going over there to spend $150 on another opportunity that you think you might make some money in. Okay, there you go, Sarah. And Sarah just dies. You have to give that to the birds. Don't ask why. Don't try to figure it out. And what most people do at that point, they make a decision. Either they're going to run after the bird and tell them, hey, you don't tell her such and such, or you're going to go and you're going to just be like, you know what? Okay, I'm just discouraged and give up. I don't want to do it no more. We have to realize how much money we waste on little things that add up to big things that has no potential in changing our lives. So we definitely don't want to run after what the birds have taken away. That's a problem in itself. Because for one, it makes you leave the field. And what I mean by that is you get distracted. You lose sight in what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing to get to your own dreams. So we're not even going to worry about what the birds do. We just have to keep it moving. So now we plant seed. They're constantly going, we're constantly planting seed. Now it's falling on rocky ground. And all that means is it's falling on solid soil that's shallow. Okay, yes, does it take root? Yes, it takes root, and it starts to grow. That's that excited person that you signed in. Hey, we got started in the business. Man, John is ready to go. He is on fire. I can't stop him from going. He's just super excited. But You left John alone. John started talking to the neighbors, started talking to his family, and everybody's like, oh my God, I know you're not getting into that business. You can't do this. John starts thinking to himself, hey, can't do this. I don't even know what to say to people. Oh, now the anxiety and everything sets in. But it's part of the process. All of this is part of the process to be great at what we do. So now you're here at the point you're just like, okay, I have this, I can't get going, I can't get going. But what I want you to know about this person, this is what's so exciting about the welcome call that we have. Because of this, if you immediately get that person that you signed up to get on that welcome call, this will cut down this all in a whole lot. This will cut down this a whole lot, because you have to realize hot weather comes. It's going to make them, what I mean by hot weather, the first discouragement that comes is going to make them willow and die, because they wasn't ready for it. They weren't prepared for it. They didn't know what was going on. So that first discouragement just killed the whole drive. And we have to make sure that we protect that. And how we can protect that is getting them on that welcome call. Get them on that welcome call with your upline so we can immediately get them going. Because if you have somebody that you already getting going in the business, you can't tell me that they're going to stop, because once now their enthusiasm, their excitement for the business is growing. They're saying, oh, I can do this. Wow, I can't believe this. Now they're in momentum. Now they're in profit mode once they get their third person in. So we're doing absolutely fabulous with the welcome calls. Also, you want to just keep going. Whatever you do, do not stop. If you don't see a harvest from your seed, continue to sow. Then this is why it's so important about this story, because you keep sowing no matter what. But see, now we're getting to thorny ground. This is when you're going to have to discipline your discouragement. And what I mean by that, oh, now you have distractions. My kids, I don't have the time. I'm sick. My dog died. I couldn't get on the call. I didn't have a connection. Oh, the little cares of the world. I was going to do it, but these are the things that kill over half of what we do, because you lose your sight on things. And it will stop the average person from even wanting to do the job, wanting to do the business. But you have to continue to sow. Nothing that is good came easy to anyone. I don't think people realize that if you pay attention to all these great leaders, all these great speakers, it took them years to get there. It took them multiple failures to get to their greatness. So now that's where we get to the good ground. So now once you continue to grow, you continue to self-develop, you continue to sow every day, you're listening to positive things every day when you wake up, you're speaking positive things in your life, now you have to keep building your story. You have to keep sharing the excellent seed. This is when it finally falls on good ground. Now, some people are going to do 30%, some people on good ground are going to do 60%, and they're going to be that few elect that's going to do 100%. Don't push who's going to do 30 to 60. Don't push the 60s to be 100. Don't push the 100s further than they're going to go. Just let everybody be who they're going to be. By doing this, you'll see the ones that you can push to be on a higher level, but there are some that's just going to be that 30%. Let them be the best 30% that they're going to be. They're going to be the best people that they're going to be, and we're going to support them every bit of the way, because not everybody in here wants to have these millions of dollars. Not everybody wants to build a team. Some people just want to enjoy the benefits of being in vacation, and there's nothing wrong with that. Kudos to you. Let's go on a vacation. But we definitely want to make sure that we're supporting and we're identifying each sower, so that we'll know what kind of ground to give them, what kind of feed to give them, so that they can exceed in what they're doing. Now, what we want to do is take a moment and just know what you want to do. Come up with a goal and get there. No matter who says what. No, I don't care if it's your mama, your pastor. I don't care if it's your husband, your wife, saying that you cannot do it. The best fuel ever you can have is somebody telling you can't do something. Prove them wrong. Prove them absolutely wrong. And inside, you're going to be gratified in your own sense. And I just wanted to share that on this evening because there's a lot of people that feel like success is supposed to have been came to them, or oh, I should have been on a different level, or this and that, or I should have hit executives by now. Maybe it's not your timing. Maybe you're sowing into the wrong ground. So now we have to get to the point where we're finding out the ground that we're sowing on and see if it's falling to the wayside. See if it's, hey, I got somebody, but I didn't do that welcome call, so they will have died. Or I got somebody in the system, I'm going, I got discouraged. There was no one there to pick them up, or there was no one there to show them that, hey, let's do it this way. This is why it's so important that you stay connected to your leaders. Stay connected to your upline. Because on those days, that's when you reach out and say, hey, Mrs. Hodge, I'm just feeling like I can't make this. I'm making mistakes. I'm doing the wrong things over and over and over. And she's going to say these special words. Well, what are you doing? Well, take me exactly through what you're doing every day. And a good leader will identify what it is, and they're going to correct it. Now, be open to what they're saying if you want to succeed. And continue to sow your seed. Continue to go forth. Don't let anything and no one stop you in this mission on this time in life. It is your time. It is your season. This is the platform to get you wherever your dreams are. If your dream is to excel and be a diamond in this, or to whatever your dreams are, if this is just a vehicle to get to your dream, all I'm saying is get in a Lexus, roll your windows down, let your hair blow in the wind, and enjoy the ride. That's exactly what we do here at Vacation. That is the Dream Again idea. We believe in having fun and working hard and building your dream. Don't build your things off of my life. Don't build your ideas off your leader. Have your own goals. Have your own things that you want to accomplish. And have a timeline on what you accomplish. And easily do that when you get into the business. Get with your upline. Tell them your goals. And I need a formulation right now, Miss Tabitha, on how to get here. And she will get you there. And that is my encouragement for tonight, Dream Again. I just want everyone to win on this team because I know that each and every one of you have what it takes to make it out here. Back to you, Miss Hodge.
All right, guys, I tell you what, Miss Oki want me to go and sign up again. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, every time I hear that lady speak, I get motivated. I'm ready to go. I feel like I could take on the world right now. I really do. Hey, I want to appreciate everybody for joining this call tonight. It's been a truly a blessing to be able to go into your living rooms with you and just fellowship and be able to impart a little bit of encouraging words to you and show you a little bit of what you have in your back office that's important for you to be successful in this business. Again, I cannot thank our three founders, Mr. Philip Rollins, Mr. Gregory Hinton, and Mr. Conrado Consalo. Those guys have provided a platform for us to do nothing but go north, and we have to take full advantage of that. These leaders are giving 110% of themselves every day, and what they're trying to do right now, they are trying to breed other leaders so that they can go back, fall back, and enjoy, because it's always good, you know, when you can just take the back seat and let somebody else ride. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to breed leaders. So I challenge each and every one of you to step up into that leadership role and take some of the responsibility off of our leaders so that they can get the break that they truly deserve, because we wouldn't be where we are without those three guys. We would not be where they are without the three guys. Miss Oki did a phenomenal job, and I cannot thank her enough for sharing that on tonight, because somebody needed to hear that word tonight, and I'm glad that you had the opportunity to tune in and get that meal that she just dished out. I want to leave you guys with a thought, and I'm not going to ponder on it. I'm just going to say it, and I want you to ponder on it. But these are the words of one of our great diamonds, and by the name of Jonathan Green. We had the opportunity to meet him in Atlanta, and he said something that was so profound, and it just stuck with me. And I wrote it down in my notebook, and I visit that all the time just to keep me focused. He said, a recruit is not a recruit until they have a recruit. Again, a recruit is not a recruit until they have a recruit. A leg is not a leg until it's 4 level deep. A leg is not a leg until it's 4 levels deep. That's something to really think about. An organization is not an organization until it's 8 levels deep. An organization is not an organization until it's 8 levels deep. Guys, I leave you with those words of a great leader that we have in the Avengers Network. Phenomenal, phenomenal guy. Every time he speaks, I'm definitely taking notes. If I don't have my notebook with me, I am listening in and I'm trying to imprint what he says in my brain because he always leaves us with a powerful word. Again, Tabitha Hodge, Miss Oki, coming to you live from the Dream Again team. We're going to see you guys in the very, very near future. In the same seats that we are in, I want to say good night. God bless to each and every one of you and enjoy. Thank you.